This is to show you it is possible to swap the NAND. This is a good working one. So is this one here. Okay, as you can see, Toshiba. Whoa. Okay. Yes, the mod chip is installed. Okay. 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 What we're going to do is program the Samsung NAND over to the current setup. First off, we're going to go lockpick RCM. Okay. Get the product keys. Dump from sysnand. Okay. Reboot. Okay. Now we're going to go reboot to RCM. Plug it into the computer. Go over to Tools, this key. Okay. Now we're going to double check to make sure they're good. And they're not. That's fine. We've got prod.keys, so not like it matters. Okay. So we're going to go Tools, USB, read only off, and we're going to start with here. We're going to go NX NAND Manager. Actually, no, before we do that, need to pull the files from the SD card. So unplug, close that SD card, plug it in. Let's see, switch. Let's see, prod.keys. Edit with Notepad++. Make sure, since I've got a good working one for the switch, we are going to go back to here and compare to this key good. I pulled this with the other NAND installed. So this is what you should see. If you don't, you still don't have to worry about it because your BIS keys are right here. Okay? So I'll show you how to work with this, but I wanted to verify it to make sure we are good. So I'll close that out. Okay. Now, let's go back to switch, product.keys. copy it. We'll go to switch on brick, EMMUC.NAND, paste, delete. Yep. Okay. Now, if you need to get into CFW for any reason, or Hecate, you just inject, go into RCM, inject payload, RCM, inject payload. But because I have the chip installed, I don't have to do that. So for now, I am done with this. We're going to go back here, NX NAND Manager. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to unplug the switch. Give it a couple of seconds. Now we're going to go eMMC, not NAND, but the actual eMMC. Now, File, Open Drive, okay, key set needed, configure key set, import keys from file. We are going to go to the eMMC, prod.keys. Okay, there you go. We're going to click Save. And because I've already pre-programmed this one over to the switch, it still doesn't boot, but, it pulls up the device ID and all that, not a problem. Now, what we're going to do from here is go to NAND files, and we're just going to go down the list. Yeah, okay. So yeah, on the option, loading the key set, make sure you click Save, okay? Now you should be good. See the keys.dat? Anytime you load, see, it's pretty much the same thing, it just copied it over. So, not a big deal. We're going to go, once it's loaded, and files. We're going to restore all the partitions. You should see device ID. There should be an error here showing a firmware version. It shouldn't be loaded right. Just, if it says, hey, key's not right, just say continue or cancel, and just go through and install the firmware as you go. So in this case, we're going to go prod. Yep. Okay. We're working with Yeah, these files are fairly small, at least 98% of them. There are some that are huge. This will all be set up so you don't have to worry about this part. Okay. Now the system is flashed. We're going to go with user. It's going to take a while. I'll be back when it's done. Okay. Now that that's complete, what you need to do next is, you know, go ahead and go like this. We're going to go boot 0. Oh, file. No, we're not going to do it here. Yeah, just to select continue. Do not format. You know, if it pulls it up here, we're going to go with boot 1. Set it up. Just click continue each time. So we're going to unplug, close that one out, select boot 1. Okay, select target. it's flashed and you've rebooted the console, what you want to do is go back to Tools, USB. We're going to go eMMC ROM. No, I forgot to turn read only off. Okay, let's try that again. Alright. NAND files. Okay. We're going to go to here. And select firmware. Make sure, at least in this step, that you have downloaded the appropriate firmware for your switch. So in this case, I have downloaded 17.01 and put it in a folder named firmware. This is the same firmware you could use to update using Choi Dinner or Daybreak or any of those others. Yeah. So we definitely want exFAT support, auto RCM off, and Marico is only for the devices that are Marico. In this case, since ours is not Marico, then we're not going to select it. Okay, there we go. Now, if you happen to get BIS keys that look like this, I will show you how to get the proper keys. So, if we go back to prod.keys, let's see if it'll work with... Let's see. Let's try it. Let's see. Where is the open? Okay, there's the open with. Okay, so it'll pull up here, not a problem. So you can use Notepad to open it. So here we have, alright, so I prefer to use Notepad++, so that's what I'm going to open it up in. But you can use Notepad to get the same information. Now in this case, what we're going to look at is BIS key 1. So we're going to go over here to hack disk mount. Let's go run as administrator. Okay, file. Open physical disk. I call it the eMMC. Okay. So, okay, I'm going to show you how to get it here. BIS key 0. This is the first one. So you want to hit shift and scroll over 32 times. Okay, so we've got 32 here. So we're going to go Control C, Control V, copy it in. Now we're going to go back to here. See how it didn't change, but it unhighlighted. Control Shift, and then copy it. we go. Seems like we're good. So, I'm going to save it. Let's see, what do we got for files wise? Okay, so all we have is those. Okay, close that out. Same thing, same keys. So in this case, 32. So again, for product F, we're gonna also put in the same key. Click OK. Click Save. Okay. These ones, don't worry about, at least as far as keys are concerned. What we're going to do is we are going to restore in here. So in this case, we're going to go Browse, go into the exFAT, the firmware folder that we just generated. So in this case, it's NX1701 exFAT, and we are going to install these files. Okay. Again, same thing, select it. It's already been. See. Okay. Now on here, what we want to do, so we have BISKey 01. This is the safe partition. So so okay. Always save the key. Now, since we have to add files, see how we're working with safe? So what we want to do is go ahead and mount it. I left it as A, but you can choose any one of these. Make sure read-only is unchecked and pass-through zeros is checked. Okay? If you, if you don't see this, there should be an option here that says install driver. Go ahead and install it because you will need it. Go ahead and mount it. Removable disk G. See how there's a file here? Delete. Okay. There should be nothing in this folder for save. Now that that's done, we're going to go back here and unmount it. Okay, close that out. We're going to go system next. Same thing. So, is key 2. Again, pass through zeros. After that's copied, we're going to go back here. Go ahead and unmount it. Might take a little bit. Again. Always save. So zeros. No. So we're okay. Okay. So at this point, we're going to go to Elena Etcher, flash from file. We're going to go to EMMUC, choose NX, choose boot 0, missing partition table, not bootable image, doesn't appear to contain partition table recognized as bootable image. Just ignore it. Or press continue. We're going to unplug the switch from the computer. Close that out. Choose boot 0. Plug it back into the thing. See how it says format disk? Don't. Close it or cancel it. Okay. And then choose boot 1. Again, it shows off the same thing. We're going to go back here to the switch, unplug it, choose boot 1. Again, same thing. Do not format. Select target. Flash.